remind me of Atlantis stories. Oh, really? See how much Jay we agree. Yep. But I do have to go. Okay, no problem, Albert Smick. Thanks for being here. Alright. Hang on, I'm gonna change this. Hot takes time. Alright, let's go. Let's go. We're gonna do these in order. Captain America, the First Avenger. Where's Iron Man? Iron Man, the first Iron Man. Alright. So. The first Iron Man, honestly, I know a lot of people love this one. So hang on, let me reopen this. I prefer Loki. Goodbye, guys. I'll try to do it next time. No problem, dude. Thank you for being here. I only like Loki from AC, Valhalla, and Warframe. True. A or high B, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, guys, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't think Iron Man 1 is all that. This movie, it feels like they didn't know what they were going for. Which is why tonally, it feels like an adult movie that was being marketed towards kids. You were the chosen one. It feels like an adult movie that was marketed towards kids. So it can't be as raunchy as it could be for adults. And it can't be as kid-friendly as it could be for kids. Like, because this movie, so much of it is just, like, establishing stuff. Like, so much of it. I remember showing it to a friend of mine too, who's like new to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they were like, Iron Man's so boring. I'm like, yo, I've never heard anyone say that. Then I rewatched it and I'm like, nah, but it kind of is. And real talk, when the movie came out, I think I've said this before, when the movie came out, my friends and I said the same thing. We all felt the same way about it. It's like, it was alright. I agree with that. Tony is a bit crass, but it's iconic and there's a lot of nice moments. Yeah, there are. Moving on. Incredible Hulk. Well, we don't even have to discuss that one, right? Right? Like we don't even have to discuss that one. Right? We're all good with that, right? All right, cool. It's easily one of the most polarizing MCU movies. So what's next? Iron Man 2. Where is it? Sweet, Iron Man 3. Oh, snap. Yo, guys, Iron Man 2's not... Oh, no, here it is. Alright, Iron Man 2. Okay, so... Wait, what's up? What's up, Wingman? Okay, real talk? I actually prefer Hulk to Iron Man 2. Really? Okay, I'll be real with you guys. The reason why these two are right next to each other... See, you know how I said, like, Iron Man 1, they didn't know what they were doing, so it's, like, tonally it feels weird? Hey, Helio-ho-ho, what's up, Igor? I'm on the bus. I'm coming right back from my tech class. The bus Wi-Fi is terrible, y'all, but home soon to chat better with you guys. Okay, cool, Igor. Thank you so much. Okay, so, yeah, let me explain this real quick. I feel like this movie, where Iron Man 1... It feels like they didn't know what they were doing. Iron Man 2 also feels like they didn't know what they were doing. Like, apparently Iron Man 1 didn't even have a script, right? Like, there wasn't a finished script. They kind of just improvised, and it's amazing that this movie even got made, Iron Man 1. But Iron Man 2 feels like too much is happening. Welcome, brother. Hey, also, hey, 70 different plot. Yeah, Iron Man 2 feels like too much is happening, where Iron Man 1 feels like nothing's happening. Like, they feel so... They're two halves of the same coin, in my opinion. I think it's because of what I said above. Hulk smash, only $5 on OnlyFans. You know what, 4.5. Yeah, I don't... But I put it right next to 1. And I know this is such a controversial... Everyone's like, oh, S tier Iron Man 1. No. I strongly disagree. Not that. Oh, what message? When you can only think in money, so you try to check all boxes. Oh, true. Yeah. No, the message before that, Jay. Yeah, no, I got it. Hulk smash, only $5 on OnlyFans. All right, who was after Thor? I'm sorry, guys. Yo, phase one of the MCU was so okay. It was average. It was so like, Thor's better than Iron Man 2. They feel the same to me, though. Like, these movies really just feel like, okay, what do you think will sell? Earlier MCU was very not good. Yeah, it was like, I haven't seen most of these. Yeah. Thor was directed by Kenneth Branagh, a director who's known for Shakespearean plays being adapted into movies, which is the perfect choice for the first Thor movie, right? Like, genius, hello. So I give them credit for the director choice, but I don't think Kenneth Branagh is the best guy to adapt a comic book. And this movie really shows that. Where Kenneth Branagh focused more on character, right? And like, fish out of water, and like Thor, who is Thor, but it fades away because you have to force in all this like frost giants and stuff like that. And that's why Thor 1 feels so mishandled, in my opinion. I don't think it goes up a tier, but I think it's better than Iron Man 2. Should be ahead of it. Oh, true. I forgot that was a thing. Wow, this is hard though, because I will tell you the truth. I would rather rewatch Iron Man 2 than rewatch Thor. I've only seen Thor twice, and I that's it. That's enough for me, man. What's next? Captain America? Okay. Are you guys ready for like an actual hot take? Because yeah. I'm gonna sound cheesy, but I know you hate this, Jay, but it should have been darker. What do you mean? Thor the Dark World? I don't think it goes up, should have been darker. Thor? Thor could have been. Watchmen should have been darker. I feel like they did an okay with, in all honesty, I actually don't hate Watchmen. It's alright. I've seen it twice. It's alright. Not R-rated, darker, but like more violent and focused on tragedy. Have you seen the beginning of Thor? The opening scene of Thor, right, is so violent, and it makes Thor seem like a psychopath. Like, he flat out enjoys killing. It's pretty crazy, the introduction to Thor. B tier. Okay. Actually, though, and this is how I know you're my best friend, Marcus. In all honesty, I have rewatched Captain America: The First Avenger more times than any of these movies. Like, willingly. I rewatched this movie with my dad, and my dad was a soldier, right? So, but there's so many quotes in this movie. I could do this all day, right? When it's like, do you want to kill Nazis? And then it's like, I don't want to kill anybody, right? There's so much heart to this movie, but it's just, you know, muddled by all this garbage. Not garbage, but just like generic story stuff. But I really do like this movie. It's my favorite Phase 1 movie. It is. I'm sorry. Captain America is my favorite Phase 1 movie. Without a doubt. First Avenger. And he's not even my favorite character. That's the funny thing. He's not. Like, Iron Man is my favorite MCU character, but Captain America, the first one, Marcus and I saw it together. I have so many memories of that movie. We called it Captain Explosion because everything blows up. Yeah, B tier. Focus on tragedy. Yeah, Thor could have been darker. Captain America 1 is pretty good. I love Watchmen. It's the perfect unlikely twist on your bog standard hero movies. Yeah, the comic is weird though, bro. The comic it's based on, a lot of people said it would be impossible to adapt into a movie. And the way they got around this was by not really adapting the comic. It's really trippy. Based. It is so solid, right? We all agree on B. Nice, that's good. But the 2019 Watchmen, yeah, I'd rather eat a live jellyfish. Or how about a live giant octopus? First movie that felt fully focused. Yes, I agree. I enjoyed Iron Man. Other than that, we agree unanimously here. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Guys, ready for phase 2? You guys ready for phase 2? Where's my oh, phone's in my pocket. Rorschach wouldn't pass today. Rorschach's journal. I saw a bunch of prostitute, I don't know. Phase 2. Okay, in all honesty, legit, phase 2 is where the MCU... Oh, wait, I forgot a movie! Hang on. Guys, we forgot a movie. How could we forget Avengers? Okay. This is gonna sound weird. I said Captain America is my favorite Phase 1 movie. It still is, but I think Avengers is the better overall movie. You can't watch Cap without watching anything else. Yeah. You can watch. Yeah, you can. SSS. Oh, by the way, Rorschach's name is Kovacs in Hungarian. Walter Kovacs? Nah, no, high B for me. Real talk? The only reason it's not S, Austin, when was the last time you watched this movie? So much of it is just bickering. So much of Avengers is just, it's like, okay, the movie starts, there's big action scene, Fury, and then, what's after that? Iron Man's approached by Coulson. We got Avengers, Loki, and then it's like, okay, Captain America and Iron Man get Loki, and then Thor shows up, and then they're on the ship for an hour. For 1 hour. 1 hour they're just on the ship, doing nothing but bickering. And then the movie starts again. We're on the 3rd act. Holy smokes, man. That, and it's funny because when you watch it for the first time, it's like, oh, it's so cool to see all these characters together. Yeah, it is for the first time. When you watch it after that, it's like, eh. I will say too, Johnny once said, if he was gonna show his family, someone who's never heard of the MCU before, if he was gonna show them the MCU, he said he would start with Avengers. He's like, literally, start at Avengers. You get a good idea of who everyone is. And I'm like, oh, that's an interesting take. Can we just put Guardians of the Galaxy S tier already? Hang on, we'll get to that. There's also so many iconic MCU moments from this movie. Who cares about how iconic something is? What is it? Sum of its parts? The truth of the whole isn't the sum of its parts? There's great things in all of these movies, but this one is just better than all of them. But I wouldn't say it's the greatest. I wouldn't say it's the greatest movie, in my opinion, in the MCU overall. Okay. Phase 2 then. Are we ready? Who cares? Yeah, who cares how iconic things are? Oh, it's so meme worthy. Look at all the memes. Right? No, who cares? Is it a good movie? You know another movie that's very quotable? Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Garbage Day! No one's defending that movie for its quality. I hate sand. It's coarse, rough, it's irritating. It just gets everywhere. No one's out here arguing about the quality of that movie. Okay, Phase 2. Phase 2. First, let me order some. Let me order some drink. As usual, you know I have to stack my drinks. Well, so that means I have to get a stimulant and a depressant. So I'm gonna get Coca-Cola. I'm gonna get iced coffee, and I'm gonna get a bottle of water to balance it all out. None of those are depressants, but hang on. This music is dope. I love it. Get that espresso shot, or else. Get that bottle of water. 2 bottles of water. This guy's gonna be like, what the heck am I driving around with? Hang on. There have been some arguments Star Wars prequels. Yeah, there have been. I really hope we agree on Infinity War. I feel like we. Well, I don't want to say anything. Let me surprise you guys. Okay, Saints Flow, you still there? Everyone still here? All right, let's do this. Trevi boss, you still here? I guess we'll find out because I don't remember your take on it from podcasts. A British be like, oh, what a bottle, what a bottle. Sound like Neanderthals. Anyway, what's the first movie of phase 2? Iron Man 3? So you can hate me now. You know that song? Nas. Okay, this is my favorite Iron Man movie, Iron Man 3. And like everyone hates this one because Tony acts like an idiot in it. But like, I kind of like seeing Iron Man. It's a lit Christmas movie, don't at me. I like seeing Iron Man like vulnerable. Like I like seeing him go through it, man. Because like in these other movies, he really doesn't. Like it's in the third act that he does in the first one, and in the second movie, it's just like his dad gives him a speech. Good scenes, but this whole movie is Iron Man going through it. Iron Man trilogy just isn't very good. It's a lot better than 2, but it's mid in my opinion. The whole trilogy makes no sense. Like it's you'll find that with all these movies. The trilogies make no sense. The only exception so far is probably Guardians, but we haven't seen the third one yet. This has so much character work. It does! Like, more than one, which is my favorite. Yeah, right? That's the thing. I am all about characters, man. You can give me a sucky movie, but if you have interesting characters, like, it can carry that movie for me, at least, for me. And Iron Man 3 really did that. And I do prefer to, like, I've rewatched this movie so many times. I don't even know how many times I've rewatched this movie. I love it. It's so fun. And, like, it makes you think, kind of. Yeah, but I like Iron Man 3. Now, Thor the Dark Thor, where is it? Boy, oh boy. There's no argument for that, right? Like, I feel like this is just a given. Actually, no. I'd put Hulk in front of it. Come on, Thor. I'd put Hulk in front of it. Agree. Emphasis on kinda. Worst movie. Trash movie. Literally. Like, oh, you think it's the worst? Bro, you're in for some real hurting if you think Thor the Dark World is the worst one. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Worst emphasis on kinda worst movie, trash movie in the MCU. Yeah, literally. It's pretty bad. It's a movie made to sell toys. Yeah, to sell the toys that Thor 1 didn't sell. Okay. What's next? Thor, Captain America, the Winter Soldier, I think, is next. Where is it? This one? I meant Iron Man 3 to sell toys. Yeah, it is. It really is a giant commercial. Yeah, and I'm good. Legit, I have shown this movie to people that hate superhero movies. I've shown this movie to people that cannot stand the MCU and all of its hype. And universally, unanimously, they have all said this one's good. Right? Like, don't even think about it from a comic book perspective or from like a fan perspective. Look at it from the perspective of someone who's never heard of this. Victoria! My day! You've saved me! Victoria's here, guys! Oh my gosh, how are you, Victoria? Good to see you. We're doing tier lists for movies. Same with me on Infinity War. What? You've shown Infinity War to people who haven't seen the MCU? That'd be weird. Hi guys. Good to see you, Victoria. You really surprised me. Thank you for being here. So, never so happy about us. Saints Flow, if you disappeared, I would cry. But the fact that you're here, I'm always smiling. I wasn't even gonna stream today, but then I saw people were like, "Aw, it sucks, we wanted to see you stream," so I ended up streaming. I was not feeling very happy today. Alright, I was very sad. I was a very sad boy. But I feel better now. I'm great. That's good, Vittoria. Yo, watch. Next time, Wednesday. You guys gonna be here for One's Justice Wednesday? As soon as Saints Flow shows up, I want the whole chat to just light up. Just everyone be like, Saints Flow! Yo, oh my gosh, it's Saints Flow! Yo, guys, it's Saints Flow, guys! Just go crazy. What's next? Guardians of the Galaxy? 2014 was a good year for the MCU. Both of these movies. And it's funny, because I didn't want this movie to do well. I was like, oh, this movie's gonna suck. This movie's gonna fail. And I will go on record saying it is... Like, this is probably... Winter Soldier is probably my favorite MCU movie. But Guardians is number 2. Still, to this day, these two are my top 2. Like, they literally are the top 2. If you are happy, I'm happy. Oh, stop, Vittoria. You're gonna make a black man blush, Vittoria. Is that what you're trying to do? In case you guys don't remember who Vittoria is, be sure to check out her YouTube channel. I really liked Guardians of the Galaxy, but I disagree with you here, Chief. Oh, really? Where would you put it? I was joking. Jeez, I know, but this is what happens when you joke with me. This is our first disagreement on here. Yo, I'm finally home. Igor, I need you. Also, Vittoria's in the chat. Vittoria, Igor's the reason why I learned about your channel. Igor's from Brazil, and he told me about your channel, and I decided to reach out to you. But Igor's the reason why how we met, in many ways. I love this Brazilian boy. He's a funny guy. Anyway, still agree. Yeah, Marcus, you and I are still here on this. Okay, so, Igor, this is my tier list of the MCU movies so far. I'm not saying I love Guardians of the Galaxy, but I'd sell my kidney for Rocket Raccoon. I don't know, maybe A. I haven't seen it since release, so I have to rewatch, but I agree it's a based movie. It is easily one of the best movies. And you don't understand how hard it is for me to say this. You don't know how hard it is for me to say this. Because I wanted to hate this movie. And James Gunn directed it, and I'm not a fan of James Gunn's writing. But apparently he wasn't the only writer. There was Nicole Perlman, I think, was the other writer. There were 2 writers on this movie. And Nicole gets no credit. Guardians of the Galaxy is at the top. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, anyway. Captain America Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy are the only S tier movies so far. Avengers 1 is A tier. B is Iron Man 3 and Captain America, the First Avenger. A lot of people are going to disagree with me on this one. He really wanted to hate it. Yeah, because, like, there was Marcus knew. I was like, nah, fam, this movie's gonna suck. Oh, I know how you hate James Gunn. I don't hate James Gunn. His writing, his directing is so good. James Gunn is a phenomenal director. Style, class, substance. He is one of the greatest directors we have today, okay? And he's also he's a big risk taker. I just don't like how he writes. His writing of characters feels so forced. Right? And it's like, if you didn't have his name slapped onto it, and I guess if you didn't have his style directing it, and you just took his script, literally, if you read a James Gunn script, it's not funny. The direction that he gives the actors makes the lines funny. Oh gosh. Hi Igor, vou falar Portuguese com você. I'm gonna speak in Portuguese with you. Okay, cool. I'd swap Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy personally. Oh yeah? Okay, well that's fair. Gunn is a great director. He is I say this all the time. He is one of the greatest directors we have today. James Gunn, he is. And this is a guy who comes from trauma films, like very like grotesque, disgusting movies, right? I mean, and that's what I do love about the Suicide Squad. It felt like James Gunn. As far as the violence and everything. It's like, that's what I'm used to with James Gunn's movies. But it also sucked. Some of his writing was kind of like creeping in with the weird dialogue. It feels like a million angels splooging all over me. What the heck? At Vittoria. Próxima collab com o Jesa quando? Boa pergunta. Oh, hang on. My food's here. Alright, hold up. That music. 7 ads. Hang on. Sorry, not sorry. Woo. Have you guys already watched The Eternals? Nah. Okay, hang on. Whew. 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 Just waiting 50 seconds for that ad. What are you gonna eat? Oh. I ate lobster earlier. I actually had a lobster tail today. Okay. We're back, gang, right? We're back. We're back. They were 5 ads. Jeez, sorry, guys. Okay, so, Victoria, I actually had a lobster tail today. When are you coming to Canada, Victoria? Anyway, I'd swap Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy personally. Gunn is a great director. Yeah, he's a really good... Honestly, James Gunn is a great director. When's the next collab with Jay? Thank you, Igor. Boa Pergunta. What does that mean? I'm playing the Guardians of the Galaxy game right now. No way, Saints Flow. Yo, you liked that game, right? Star-Lord, the video game? What do you think, bro? Dude, bro? What did you think, though? Dude, bro. I just asked her when the next collab with you is gonna come out, Jay. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Igor. Looking out for the brothers. 7 ads. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Also, I'm probably watching The Eternals this week. Oh, really? Do the thing, Austin. Oh, yeah. Have you guys already watched The Eternals? I have not seen The Eternals. I love how you spell it, though. Eternals. Stick around, everyone. Janiac will be right back. While you're here, maybe join Jay's other projects. Have Linktree. Thank you, Austin. And thank you, Marcus, as well. And Austin, exclamation mark Janiac. Remember that exclamation mark Janiac also leads straight to the Linktree, just because it's less letters to make it simpler for you, maybe. You always learn something new in Jay's chat. True. I'll probably see it later this month with my friend who wants to see it. But if he doesn't hurry up, I'm taking Gemma. Just take Gemma, bro. Just take Gemma. 3 more ads. I didn't even know Eternals came out. Me neither. Till like literally 2 days ago. Off topic, the next The Last of Us stream's gonna be Thursday or Friday? Friday. The Last of Us is gonna be Friday, okay? Marvel movie tier list. Hey, yep. Hello. What are you gonna eat? So I had lobster tail earlier. These ads are so long. Sorry. Not sorry. They were 5 ads. Also, what are your currently thoughts on The Last of Us so far in terms of game, story, characters, and all of that? I really like, the game, the story, the characters, everything so far, I'm sold. The one mechanic you already know that I don't like is the skill tree and the upgrading system. I wish games didn't feel the need to add that. Like, just, I've always said this, I love video games that give you everything at the beginning, but you, the player, have to get better at playing the game. So the levels become more difficult, but nothing has changed about you. So when you beat that final level, you feel accomplished. And when you open your friend's like game day 1 and he's never played it before, all the skills you've acquired, you can instantly implement into a brand new playthrough, right? Jak and Daxter is like that. All the skill jumps and stuff like that. You can do that all the way at the beginning of the game, but you need them at the end of the game. That doesn't mean you can't use them at the beginning of the game. I love that. I love that freedom, that ability to actually grow as a player rather than you just being handed something that makes the game easier. Also, what are your... Okay, got no ads. I'm superior. Finally. Good question. Oh, that means good question. Thank you, Victoria. come on down to Canada. Vittoria's gonna come on down to Canada. We're gonna do a live stream together. You're gonna finally see Vittoria's face. Vittoria's face. Vittoria's face. I'm surprising you're ranking Thor movies that high. Who said that? Mansion? The Thor movies? Yo, where would you put the Mansion? Janiac. Oh yeah, that helps. Guardians of the Galaxy is great. Looks gorgeous. Story is great. Gameplay is alright. Characters interact a lot and keeps things interesting. It's just so good. I'm glad you're liking the game, bro. You think I should play it? Would you recommend it to me, Saints Flow? Stealth. Oh yeah, I hate stealth in video games too. But I understand why there's stealth in the game, so that's fine. I was supposed to type gameplay, but my keyboard went crazy. I knew what you meant. I can understand that position for sure. Yes. Wait, yeah. What are you saying yes to? I'm a little behind on chat. I think that is more of a taste, though. I personally don't mind skill tree. What's next on the list for the films? Thor movies? All at the bottom, except the Ragnarok one, true. We doing that tier list on chronological order? We are doing it in chronological order. I can see you liking it, yeah. Pick it up on sale sometime. Thank you, Saints Flow. I will take your recommendation. So far, everyone in the chat, you've never recommended a bad game to me. The only game I didn't like was Red Dead Redemption, but I wouldn't say it's a bad game. It's just not the kind of game I would enjoy. I can see you liking... Okay, gotcha. All right, here we go. Where did I leave off? Guardians. Like I said, 2014 was a great year for the MCU. So what was after Guardians? This stupid movie. Age of Ultron. And you know, I've rewatched this movie so many times, and it never gets better. I really don't like that movie. Marcus and I were so hyped for that movie. We were like, bro, and then this is gonna happen, and then this is gonna happen, and then this is gonna happen, and then this is gonna... And we watched it, and we're like, oh, the movie's done? Movie's done now? I'll tell you one thing that's funny. My dad actually really likes Age of Ultron. My dad, and it's weird, because my dad is very picky about movies that he likes. Like, go figure, right? How I became the way I am. But my dad, he said what he liked about Age of Ultron is that Ultron could have been an interesting villain had they taken him seriously, is what my dad said. Because Ultron is the product of science trying to play the role of God. And my dad's like, that's always an interesting story to him. My dad, he says he always likes seeing those stories because every interpretation is different. But Ultron was just lame, is what my dad said. But other than that, he actually really liked the movie. He also liked, my dad's favorite scene is when all the characters are seeing their worst nightmares. And Captain America's worst nightmare is the war ending. And remember, my dad's a soldier. Like, my dad was a soldier in the army, so that really resonated with him, where it's like, yeah, some people never leave the army. Like, that's all they know. So, my dad actually really likes that movie, but nah, man, I hate that movie. I've watched it so many times, too. Anyway, what are y'all saying? Except Ragnarok, I can see, okay, Shang-Chi is entering the list? Nah, it's only phase 1 to 3, dude. Sorry. Oh, real hot. Agree. DRC. For me, but I kind of agree. But yeah, Age of Ultron is, man, but not that bad. Such a letdown, man. So disappointing, that movie. Ultron deserved better. You know, okay, let me put it this way. You guys know who Honest Trailers is? Honest Trailers said it best. Honest Trailers said it best, okay? Here's what they said. Let's go back. What was the first one? When Iron Man is fighting a global terrorist, the Avengers didn't assemble. Then it's like, when Thor is fighting an intergalactic threat that threatens the Earth, the Avengers didn't assemble. When Hydra infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D., the Avengers didn't assemble. But when they find out that Von Strucker might be having secrets that they might want to know, the Avengers assembled. It's like, yeah, really though. This threat is so stupid. They created their own villains. Jay, it always good to talk with you. Now I'm gonna sleep. Bye, chat. Take care. Thank you for being here, Vittoria. I hope you have a good sleep. It means a lot. Much appreciated. Such a letdown, man. Ultron deserved better. They jobbed Ultron so hard. They really did. I'd put it in C personally, but I really don't like it. L movie. Ultron in the comics, he gets his butt whooped by everyone. Ultron is never, wait, then in the movies, yeah, in the movie, Ultron in the comics is some OP monster. Yeah, in the comics, he's overpowered. In the movie, he just gets his butt kicked like just any other guy. What if Ultron much better? Yeah. Yes, actually. This month is Remembrance Day. Yeah, it is. I'm glad you know. It's actually the 11th, so 2 days from now, guys. Make sure you wear your poppy. I feel bad. I'm not actually wearing mine today. Thank you again, Vittorio. It was good having you here. Avengers Weird Champ. Better than Hulk, though, I think. No? Yeah, you know what, Marcus? You're actually right. Because I would much rather rewatch Age of Ultron than The Incredible Hulk. This movie. Oh, this movie. Avengers Endgame wasn't that good, in my opinion. Oh, we'll get to that one. Yeah, Jay, Hulk is overrated. Hulk, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that one. You guys, what's the word? Jogged my memory? Brought me to my senses? Ultron is a good concept. He being the personification of Tony's fears and worries, but coming back to bite him on the butt, but they dropped the ball. They really did. But the other thing I think is really stupid, every time people talk about Ultron, they talk about his relationship with Tony Stark. Last time I checked, Ultron was created by 2 people. What about Bruce Banner's contributions? You want to know how to make Bruce a more interesting character in the MCU? Have something that he create come and bite him in the butt other than Hulk himself. Like, have Ultron show up. It's like, oh, this is what the Hulk could be if he was, you know, not checked. You know, unchecked. Something. Like, Ultron doesn't even care about Bruce Banner in that movie. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Anyway. One thing me found weird about Age of Ultron was that they just assembled with no build-up. Yeah, I know. That's the best way to describe Age of Ultron. So many great ideas with awful execution. Yeah. Okay, so Ant-Man's next. Ant-Man is next. This is a hard one. Ant-Man is a very hard one. I'm kidding. Wait, explain, Jay. Yo, Ant-Man? I've only seen Ant-Man once. Ant-Man feels like a kid's movie. And, like, I kid you not, Ant-Man feels like Spy Kids. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, I agree with you here. It's so childish. And I'm just like, yo, why is this after Avengers, bro? After Avengers, you make Ant-Man? The villain was boring. I love Paul Rudd, but oh my gosh, this movie is cringe. It really is cringe, though. People don't talk about that adult Spy Kids. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like Spy Kids. And like, it's funny, I'm trying to think of the good in it, and honestly, no. Because, like, here's the thing. Everything in C, I don't want to watch, I don't want to rewatch. You know what? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna fix this list real quick. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys know, I moved Age of Ultron. I'm gonna put it here, actually. Because I prefer this movie than Ant-Man. Like, by a lot. By a lot. Yeah, no, we're staying here. Okay. This is proper 8-year-old stuff, I think he means. Okay, so hang on. Adult Spy Kids. Still low B. I love Paul Rudd. Still low B for me. All of MCU is for kids, Jay. No. I mean for toddlers, Igor. Like what Austin said. Nah, I don't know. I'd say early teens. There's swearing in it, bro. How is this for kids? This is proper 8-year-old stuff. Why that being adult Spy Kids is a bad thing. It's not the worst. Okay, Igor, the problem is Ant-Man is all jokes, just a lot of jokes, a lot of like bottom of the barrel jokes that don't work with me, right? It's just like, that's not funny. What's the joke? Why are we pausing so the audience can laugh? That's not funny. So much of Ant-Man was like that. I like the effect of it. Paul Rudd is the only good thing, to be honest. Yeah, Paul Rudd sells it very well. I would argue I like Hank Pym in the movie too, because Hank feels like the result of someone whose research people wanted to turn into a war profiting. I like Hank in the movie too. I like Hank in it. I do. But yeah, why are we dissing on Louis? Oh, Luis! No, he was cool. Yo, that's true though. That's true though. Luis is cool. He's cool. He's a cool character. He's actually a really cool character. Luis is good. I like Luis. But the problem with this movie is everything is just the funny joke. Oh, we're joking. We're making jokes now. It's funny time. Haha. Laugh. 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 Isn't Ant-Man a ridiculous concept? Laugh. Let's make fun of the fact that I just shrank. Laugh. So much of the movie is that. It's like, shut up. How do you expect me to take anything seriously if you keep wanting me to laugh at jokes? Anyway, tell out a movie that gives so much importance to a Latino brother. No, yeah, Luis is actually a good character. Luis is pretty good too, but there is no plot. Like, nothing feels like it matters. Yeah, right? It's just establishing what Pym particles are. That's the only reason this movie exists. Feel like Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy 2 suffer from that problem. Okay, so let's go to phase 3. Let's go to phase 3. Captain America Civil War. Civil War, 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 Civil War. That is where I'd put Civil War. Yeah. Now, I put Captain America Civil War at A, not at S, because Captain America Civil War's plot makes no sense. But because of how well crafted a lot of it is, you're able to overlook how much of it makes no sense. B, Civil War's B for me. Can I ask you, Igor, where would you put Avengers? Igor, because you joined later, where would you put Avengers? Because I put Avengers in A. I didn't put it in S because 1 hour of this movie is just bickering on a plane. So I put it in A. So many good moments, in my opinion. Civil War, I agree. Waiting till the airport, the movie. Yep. I do like some of the fight scenes. We're talking straight from the comics. Yes, but a lot of the fight scenes have the shaky camera that I really hate, and a lot of stupid cuts, but hey. Low A or high B for Civil War? Yeah, B, low A. Yeah, so why, Igor? Why? I want to hear why. And where would you put Avengers? Or, oh wait, is Avengers high B, low A for you? So we're like on the same idea for Avengers. But yeah, I put Civil War here because I feel like it just... There's a lot. A lot it did right, but there's like, you know, some fundamental things it did wrong. Also, why is Captain America's third movie not about him? That's the other thing I don't like about this movie. They should have just legit... This movie came out a year after Age of Ultron. Just don't make Age of Ultron. Just make this movie. It's really weird that Civil War is the better Avengers movie between these two. They even managed to do Spider-Man right. His talk with Tony is fantastic when he asks him why he chooses to be Spidey. I agree. It didn't age that well for me, Avengers. Yeah, I agree. Avengers, same. For me, it didn't. I don't know. No, it's not just you, Igor. And yeah, this could have been an Avengers film. Nah, I agree with you, Igor. Spidey's third movie is not about him, too. It's a trend on the MCU. Yeah, it is. Well, Iron Man 3 is about Iron Man. As we discussed earlier, it is the most character-focused Iron Man movie in a movie that has such a stupid plot. Like, the plot of Iron Man 3 is dumb. I hope you don't think I actually think that the movie is all that. The characters are what make this movie great, more specifically Tony. I strongly disagree with y'all on Avengers 1. High A for me. Nah, fam. You're fanboying hard, man. You're fanboy boner. Put it away. Put it away, Austin. Anyway, Civil War. Okay, Doctor Strange. Ooh. Doctor Strange. Ooh, Doctor Strange. Ooh, this movie. This movie's gonna get me in trouble. Yo, I love this movie. I love Doctor Strange. I love Doctor Strange. For two reasons. Two reasons. And I made a video about it too, years ago. I love Doctor Strange because it's the first MCU movie that acknowledges, hey, these guys are murderers. Like, flat out, why are they okay with killing? Right? That's rule number one. And number two, it's the only MCU movie so far that doesn't end with a bunch of, like, punching and kicking and shooting. It ends with him outsmarting the villain, for crying out loud. Like, come on, that's sick. And, like, there's so much, man. The way, like, time is rewinding for the final battle. Doctor Strange is good, man. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. Doctor Strange is a good movie. Hi, B.A. Yeah, we love that movie, too. Yeah, after Avengers, right on the spot. Yeah! Yeah. It doesn't put me to sleep, so that's a plus. I've come... Dormammu! I've come to bargain. Come on, man. That is dope. That is dope. He doesn't just punch the villain. He doesn't just beat him up. He actually outsmarts him. Shadiac, I've come to bargain. Yeah, for real, bro. Okay, hang on. Okay, so what's after Doctor Strange? Was it Spider-Man? Or was it Guardians? Let me look this up. MCU Phase 3. Oh, Guardians is next? Yeah, okay. Thank you for the sub, fanfic. Says Saga. Hey, Saga, what's up? Janie, I love that too. Doctor Strange is one of the first movies to start dealing with mystic beings. That's also really cool. Hi, Janiac. What's up? Strange fights the villain with his like he realistically would. Yeah, not just punching out of character. I agree. Thank you for the sub, FFD. Nah, maybe C. Guardians, I think. Oh, yeah, Guardians is next. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't like Guardians Volume 2. Remember what I said about James Gunn? James Gunn is a phenomenal director. He has style, substance. There's artistic visions in his directing. But his writing, man. I already said, Guardians 1 is great. He's not the only writer. Nicole Perlman also wrote. And you can tell because when James Gunn is given full writing credits, you get this movie. He wrote it. So when anyone's like, he's the greatest writer ever, I'm like, I think you mean director. Great director, but boy oh boy, this movie. The Yondu scene is the best scene in it though. Everything about Yondu in this movie is amazing, which is why it beats Thor. But I would rather rewatch Ant-Man. Would I? Yep. I'd rather rewatch Ant-Man. Jeez, man. Okay, we will need to remake this soon since the new phase is kicking in right now. Yeah, well, we'll do it when the phase is over. Agreed. Letdown. It really was. Good take. Is this Marvel tier list? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a tier list. Guardians 2 is B or C for me. New phase kicking in. Guardians 2 has bad jokes in the beginning that they keep bringing back up. Then after they go on the planet, everything starts becoming super slow, boring pacing like of slow. I agree, Mansion. I'm right there with you, Mansion. That's exactly how I feel about it. Wonder where Spider-Man pointing at each other. The movie will be on the tier list. Yondu. Yeah, the Yondu thing was, everything about Yondu was great in that movie. Yeah, I really, really don't like this, based, to be honest. There was no focus on Yondu as being Peter's father-like figure. There wasn't, but I like what we got. I like what we got. I agree with you, but I like what we got. It was okay, not as good as the first. It definitely wasn't as good as the first. Okay, so who's next? Spider-Man? Homecoming. Okay. Yeah, you guys already know that I don't like MCU Spider-Man because he's Iron Man Jr. He's not his own character, right? But what I think is really funny, the reason why it beats all these other movies, this movie has moments that are phenomenal. Just beautiful. One of my favorite scenes in Spider-Man in the first... Sorry, my stream crashed, guys. What is Jay's thoughts on Homecoming? Oh, you don't know, Igor. Anyway, it's the highest on C. It's the highest on C. Yeah, top C. Without a doubt, it is. It's the best of this tier of movies. It is the best. The thing that I think is amazing about this movie, one of my favorite scenes is when Spider-Man runs out of the high school and he throws his tie behind him, right? And he says, like, sorry, Liz, I gotta go save the day. And then he goes and he, like, saves the day. I respectfully disagree with you on this one. Yeah, I know, because you're a beta cuck simp for MCU Spider-Man, Igor, that's why. Yeah, I said it. I said it because I can. In the comics, he does it all on his own. Exactly, Saga. I don't like what they did with this, with Spider-Man in the MCU at all. Whoa. You need to leave. Vulture in the car with Peter, that tension is great. Yeah, it's really great. It's also 2 minutes of a, like, 2-hour movie, my dude. Like, the movie wasn't the whole, and I'm talking about the whole movie. There are great parts in all of these movies, except Hulk. There's amazing parts in every last movie, except Thor: The Dark World. And this one has the most amazing scenes. It really does. I, in all honesty, the only reason it's not B is because this movie's not about Spider-Man. Even the villain has nothing to do with Spider-Man. Vulture is an Iron Man villain that just happens to talk to Peter because Peter's dating his daughter. It's so lame. Especially the fact when Vulture finds out that Peter is Spider-Man, it's awesome. Yeah, but who cares? Vulture's whole motivation is to screw Tony Stark over, not Spider-Man. Like, that's the dumbest thing about MCU Spider-Man. All of his villains don't care about him. What the heck? Vulture was a Stark employee. Exactly! Especially the fact that the last scene of him, Spider-Man, is not in his suit. He hates the fact Tony was one that made him this suit. I like the relationship between Peter and Tony, bite me. That's fine. The relationship between them is fine. I just hate that it overshadows so much about Spider-Man. My dad grew up watching Spider-Man, right? Okay, so in case you guys don't know, like, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, okay? And a big reason why, my parents grew up poor, like in poverty, okay? Where they didn't know if they'd be able to eat anything but a bag of rice for a whole month sometime. Both of them. And my dad looked up to Spider-Man because Spider-Man was a poor kid who was down on his luck, right? That overcame adversity and had struggles managing his time of living a normal life and also living up to expectations that are surrounding him. And that was relatable for the lower class. Okay, that was very relatable. That was a very core part of who Spider-Man was. He had bad luck, too. Things never worked out for the guy. So even if it was one thing worked out for him, you felt relieved. You felt good. You felt accomplished because you saw that character and that character was you, right? But now, nothing I just said is true about him. Nothing I just said is true about him. Oh my gosh. Anyway. If Tony wasn't in the movie, I'd genuinely probably love it. Same, yes. Spider-Man is a side character in his own film. Spidey's my favorite too. It was the first hero I ever liked as a kid. Tobey's one got that energy you're talking about. I know it does. Yep, Spider-Man used to be relatable, LOL. He rarely faces actual issues in these movies, and if he does, don't worry. He has a high-tech nano suit to save him. Oi, are y'all having an MCU dissing list without me? You cheeky knackers. Ugh, I hate this version of Spider-Man so much. Yes. Arson. I was wondering when you'd show up. I'm like, where is Arson, bro? Like, Arson's lacking, bro. Arson's slacking out here. In every Tom movie, it's Iron Man's villains. Exactly! And that's why I hate MCU Spider-Man. Like, yo, but you should be thankful I even put him this high. Of all these movies, I like this one the best. Of the C tiers, I like this one the best. Worst part is that Tom would have been the best Spidey. Honestly, yes. Honestly, yes. I agree with that. Tom has the best potential to be one of the greatest Spider-Men, but he's held back by being an Iron Man shadow. So much. Like, let the guy have his own movie, for God's sakes. I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite superhero. So for me to say this about my favorite superhero, you can imagine how painful it is. Gosh. Anyway. Man, Spider-Man, the rarest moment in my JDAC Shooter stream watching career. Both Austin and Jay disagreeing with me. Yeah, it's because, look, man, when you know Spider-Man, like my dad, because this is hereditary, man. My dad's favorite character was Spider-Man. I should ask my mom who her favorite superhero is. She'd probably say Superman, funny enough. But, my dad's favorite was Spider-Man because he was the poor kid that was down on his luck, and that's who my dad was. And he overcame that through hard work and determination and time management, which is what Peter had to struggle with. But what is he now? What is he? Some Gen Z kid that, like, can get away with anything because his rich, like, stepfather? I know it's not a stepfather, you get what I'm saying. Like, what is he now? Who is he now? Who is Spider-Man now? Other than Iron Man Jr.? Anyway, it's because he's young, man, and not 30. No, it's okay that he's young. I like that he's young. I actually think it would have been cool if we really got 6 movies out of this guy. I think it would have been really cool. Because then we would actually be able to see Peter grow into a man, right? Like, start as the high school Peter Parker and see him develop in movie form. That would be awesome. I would love to watch that. But that's not what we're gonna get, apparently. He's one of my favorite parts of the movies, but the writing. LMAO. He's Lola Bunny's boyfriend. Because Lola voiced, Zendaya voiced Lola in Space Jam. We'll get to that movie one day. I mean, we already spoke about it on the Junior and Marcus podcast, so hey. There's always that. I'm a Gen Z nerd kid too, Jay. Yeah, that's what I said. I said you're a beta cuck. You heard what I called you. You're a beta cuck Tom Holland Spider-Man simp. Just wear that badge with honor, my dear friend. I find it weird that, like, Igor is, like, 20, and Austin is 18, and Austin finds him less relatable. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Austin. The third may be the last. I know. I'm a Gen Z nerd kid, and I can't stand this MF. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Austin. I would give you the biggest hug right now, Austin. You're Gen Z too, and you hate this guy. It's like, really, though. Remember the I like need shy characters? Yeah? He's not shy, though. He's just kind of awkward. Kind of. Depending on the situation. Because my man is out here okay, I just want to say, right now, this is how painful this one is for me, that we've been talking about this for like 30 minutes. Okay? The other thing that really sucks about this Spider-Man, sometimes he's awkward, sometimes he's not, sometimes he's confident, sometimes he's not. What's the difference? Doesn't matter. The writers felt like making him awkward in this scene, and it's very apparent in this one. I'd say they did a better job. Funny, I think they did a better job with it in the second movie, but in this one, it's weird. Sometimes he stands up for himself just like that. Then other times, like, where did your balls go, Peter? Better than Andrew Garfield. Unfortunately, Austin, I have to agree with Igor. I prefer Tom Holland over Andrew Garfield. So much better. Sometime, like, Andrew taking the W. I prefer 1 Million Homecomings over Spectacular Spidey. Spectacular? I think you mean amazing. Tom's movies are better, but Andrew is a better Spider-Man. Tom Holland Spider-Man is a crime against humanity. Amazing Spider-Man 1, you loved 1. 2 destroyed that whole franchise. Isn't that amazing? 2 was so bad that 2 years later they just rebooted again. Thank God I'm a millennial. Wingman. The Amazing movies, yeesh. Yeah, in all honesty, the Amazing movies are bad. They're really bad. Like, I don't like any of them. And I watched them in theaters. Like, I've seen Amazing Spider-Man 1, like, a couple of times, actually. Like, quite a few times. I don't like it. It's... Maybe one day I can make, like, a whole Spider-Man video. Like, no one would watch it, but, like, just about what I don't like about, like, why Tobey Maguire, even though he's not even that great, like, he's still the best in my opinion. Gosh, will we ever get a good Spider-Man? Will we ever get a good Ghost Rider? I'm still waiting. Tom Holland better Peter Maguire, better Spider-Man, Garfield better nothing. I would argue Andrew Garfield is the better Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man's the wisecracking, like, jive turkey, right? Like, that's... Okay, next movie. Thank you, Marcus. Amazing is more like the comic Spider-Man. Ultimate comic, not 616. Holland better Peter. Okay, I'll put it like this. Andrew is better overall actor, but yeah, Tom is better for Spider-Man. Next movie, yes, Ultimate Spider-Man's a bit of an a-hole. He is, and I find it funny how people forget about that Ultimate Spider-Man's a jerk, dude, like so much of a jerk. I liked Andrew Spider-Man literally just because I was desperate for more Spider-Man, and I got it. You're funny. Okay, so what's next? Spider-Man, Thor Ragnarok. Okay. Yeah, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Okay, let me explain this one. You know one thing this movie did that these others didn't? Okay, first of all, the plot of Civil War makes no sense. We already spoke about that. Civil War makes zero sense. Doctor Strange, I love the ending. I love that he doesn't kill. I love, outsmarting the villain. I love that, but I have to admit, not a lot of the movie's just origin story movie, and you know how generic those can be. But everything else about the movie I actually really do love. Avengers is 1 hour of arguing on a plane. You know what this movie did right? It took its source material. It took the comic book source material and did something that so many of these movies don't do. It had fun. Like, my God, why is Thor, the god of thunder, who's had so many great comic book stories, why are his other two movies so low? Because they didn't just sell it. They weren't just, come on, let's do this. It's Thor, man, go all out. Literally, that's what we wanted this movie to be. The Dark World, everyone. I remember my friend Shazad, who's a big fan of Thor. Literally, this man had a custom-made Thor jacket with the cape and everything. Shazad, biggest Thor fan I ever knew. He was anticipating The Dark World to be the fun movie because Malekith is a funny villain in the comics, but he sucks in the movies. And Curse, don't even get me started on Curse. People forget Curse is even in this movie. But, this movie had fun. It wasn't like, oh, I'm the god of thunder, haha, isn't this funny? It was like, yes, I am the god of thunder. It's like, thank you. Are you Thor, god of hammers? Like, man, it did so many things right. But there's one problem with it. There's one really glaring problem with it, why it's not S tier, for me at least. I will read the chat. Okay, let me read the chat. Hi, BL. Really? It is an A in enjoyment, but a D. Just L next. It's not Thor. It's not Thor! Okay, see what I was gonna say? Arson, what I was gonna say. The biggest problem with this movie, Thor doesn't feel like Thor at all. He is a completely different character. This movie is after Age of Ultron. Where did this character come from? And it's his movie, so why does he feel like a different person? And that's why it's not S. The other reason, I'll add one more thing to it. This movie is two completely different movies. One movie is about, what's her name? Hela, and trying to take over Asgard, okay? The other movie is Thor and Hulk's magical adventures around, Trashland. Sakaar? I think it's Sakaar? I don't remember. But it's Thor and Hulk's magical adventure around Sakaar. I wish that's all it was. If they didn't squeeze in Hela and Ragnarok and, like, have Surtur destroy Asgard, they didn't need that plot at all. Like, they really did not. But I guess third movie gotta end, right? Oh no, is Chloe here? Hela. Mommy Hela. I mean, Hela do be kinda... she's kinda bad, though. Anyway. Yo, what's up, Tolord? Okay, hang on. A, enjoyment, but D, just L next. It's not Thor. That is something I did not expect, and I think I disagree. It kept moving the plot forward, question mark. It did Thor and Hulk right. It did Hulk right. I don't think it did Thor right. Like I said, the only reason this movie's Thor makes no sense is because of the other movies. Why is Thor this, like, big, dundering chucklehead all of a sudden? He was never like that in the other movies. It's so weird. But I prefer this characterization. I prefer it. But it comes out of nowhere. That's why it's like, what the heck? Could you imagine if, like, in a Spider-Man movie, the third movie, never mind, we actually do have that. I was gonna say the third movie, Peter acts out of character, but at least there's a justification for that, right? The symbiote. Here, why is Thor such a, like, thundering dummy all of a sudden? Doesn't this movie fall into the same thing Ant-Man does in terms of everything being a joke? Yes, but it worked for me. You know, okay. You know why I think Thor worked for me and Ant-Man didn't? The jokes in Thor had more character to them, more personality. Where, it's like, yeah, Thor, okay, this new version of Thor, he would do that. You know what? Actually, no. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Austin. Okay. Let me also point something else out. The visuals in Thor were awesome. Ragnarok, my favorite scene in that movie is when Thor is coming down from the ship and the lightning's following him and you have all these monsters, like climbing up each other trying to reach for Thor. That right there is like a wallpaper, man. And I love when comic book movies look like comic book movies, right? And Thor Ragnarok does look like one. Screw you guys. Screw you guys. This movie was dope, man. Okay, anyway. It's totally not Planet Hulk, though. I'd adapt almost nothing of it. Yeah, it really didn't. Yo, what's up? It's leagues better than 1 and 2, but I would put it in B. I hear ya. This movie feels nothing like these other movies around it, and I gotta give it credit for being the first movie, like one of the few movies, that feels like it's taking a risk, and it worked in my opinion. Thor gang. Thor 3 is the most Thor movie of the 3. He just goes Nordic, and I'm gonna beat your butt, and I'm happy about it. Energy. I love that version of him, too. That God of Hammers line is great. I love it. And then it gets thrown away in the next movie. That's what I think is really dumb. That God of Hammer line, yeah, it is. I love Thor, but no. Yes. Hela? Oh no, is Chloe here? Mommy Hela. Thor and Hulk screwing around is the best part. Yeah, I love it! Hela is not hot. What? Let me find a good shot. Hang on. Anyway. It is the most MCU movie for better or for worse. It is. Mentioned worst take. Big goofball. Surtur needed to destroy Asgard so that the beginning of Infinity War could happen. I know, but that's what I think is so dumb. Wait, no it didn't. No it didn't. You could have written that differently. You literally could have just written that scene differently. Bro, don't even start with that. How much more impactful would it have been if we saw Thanos destroy half of Asgard at the beginning of the movie? Think about that, Igor. Really think about that. That would have been way cooler. Instead of just, oh yeah, they're gone. Oh, okay. Princess, you're still here. In the comics, he is much more serious. Yeah, that's understandable. You don't have to defend. I agree Thor 3 is objectively better than Ant-Man. I was just asking. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Spider-Man 3, Venom, confirmed? Call up the... I love the emojis, Princess. Man, looking at all these posters, I think about how the MCU has god-awful posters. Bro, Thor Ragnarok and Infinity War have the same poster. Haven't you seen? Hang on, I'll show you. Ragnarok... Infinity War. They have the exact same poster. Someone showed this to me years ago. Yep, here it is. So here's the movie poster for Thor Ragnarok and Avengers Infinity War. Do you notice anything? Like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. You can at least try. But that's what the movie posters were in Cineplex in Canada. And yeah, someone actually posted that. It's like, yeah, they're just getting lazy. Oh, hey, Princess is here. Prove me wrong, people. Doing some wine, I can see. Doing some wine. The helmet is ugly. Yeah, I like that pic of her in the set with her hair down. Stop rubbing the image. When she has her hair down, me can see. Man, she looks better with the hair, Jay. Behave. Jay, please don't hate on Infinity War. Is that next? Oh, snap, it is next. I like that pic of her in the hair. Stop rubbing the image, man. She looks better with the hair. Jay, please. Yes, they're the same. They are the same. Oh, wow, it is. Yo, Fion, have you ever noticed that? They are the same. They're the exact same poster. Oh, wow, it is. All modern posters are like blue and purple. It's so weird. WTF? Yes. Thank you for the stretch, Princess. Art Pepeg. You can copy me work, but make it look different enough. If game covers can be 90% dudes with guns, why not movie posters? Yep, I hate that about video game covers too. True. Like, Sleeping Dogs, was it? Sleeping Dogs was like release picture it's like, it was lame, I think. So like the definitive edition used the better picture, I think. I think it was Sleeping Dogs. Anyway, Infinity War is next, right? Infinity War is next, right? Right? Infinity War is next? Yep. True. I know I'm young, but Black Widow give me baddie vibes. Ant-Man and the Wasp. My favorite. Oh! Hang on. Whoop. Whoop. Was Ant-Man and the Wasp next? That tells you how I feel about this movie. Yeah, okay. Okay, hang on. Yo. Hold up. Ant-Man and the Wasp wasn't next. You guys suck. What? Oh! Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Where did it go? Okay, hang on. Y'all are making me lose my train of thought. Hang on. Okay, where were we? Let me go back. Let me go back to my list. Okay, so Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther was next. Okay, Black Panther is next. Okay. Let me read. Ant-Man and the Wasp, my favorite. S. I mean, I mix most posters up nowadays. I miss the old painting posters like the Indiana Jones film. Me too. I love you, Jay. Infinity War is S. Yep, S. Based. Infinity War over Endgame. It is the best MCU movie. I'd argue Winter Soldier is the best, and I told you my reason why earlier. I've given Winter Soldier to people who hate the MCU, who don't like superhero movies, and unanimously they all said this is an amazing movie. So that right there, when the movie can go beyond its initial genre, when the movie can reach an audience that isn't a fan of the series it comes from, that, in my opinion, makes it a better movie. Okay, so Black Panther as well, Ant-Man. Was that 2-word? Black Panther is before Infinity. Okay, hang on. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Y'all go make me. Black Panther, think. Dude, who cares about Ant-Man? Chat. Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Infinity War, Ant-Man 2. Black Panther, yay. Captain Marvel, 1990. Okay, here we go. All right, Black Panther is next. Okay. Yeah. I liked the movie. I thought it was really good. Oh my gosh. I saw no other choice. It's a good movie. It's really good, man. Like, and I said this before, okay? And I know not everyone likes this movie. It's a good movie. Just the second part where he dies, it starts going super fast paced. The weirdest thing about this movie, drops it to D, one of those. Okay, the weirdest thing about this movie, not even kidding, my friend Johnny brought this up. He's like, in any movie, when a character dies or when a character is defeated, when the main character is defeated, and they come back, the second time they fight the bad guy, it's after they learned a lesson. After they learned a lesson. What lesson did T'Challa learn? That, like, his ancestors were wrong? What does that have to do with defeating Killmonger? Do better, right? And that's the one problem I have with this movie. T'Challa, he, as much as he's like, in all honesty, he's one of the better MCU characters. He's the only one who doesn't make jokes at all, which is interesting. But T'Challa's character doesn't really change. His outlook changes, his perspective changes, but he doesn't change. And you could argue the same with Captain America. It really, his trust is what changes, but T'Challa... Remember, son, dying is gay. Dying is gay. Okay, hang on. Black Panther is a good movie. I saw no other choice. Kate Blanchett is 52? Man, she's too hot for her age. Black Panther is awesome. Careful now. I just looked it up. Black Panther A. Excellent. I saw it. Black Panther is a good movie. Yeah. The What Are Those line drops it to D. Great writing. Really? Geez, Captain Marvel was so forgettable. I didn't even remember when it came out. Was that too weird? That's what I meant about the baddie. Nah. It's a really poop movie. Do better. I don't know, but this movie slaps, bro. I love this movie. It's really good. Black on black crimes is not right. Then T'Challa became a rapper. I don't know. Arson. I mean, I can think of 2 women over 60 who still look incredible. Is Gillian, whatever the heck, one of them? Jillian, Otis's mom from Sex Education? She looks good for her age. Anyway, enough objectifying women. Gillian Anderson? Yeah. Okay, so, we all agree? I think Arson's probably like, nah, fam. Black Panther's D-class, bro. What you saying, fam? I'm kidding. Arson, what do you think? Katie Seagal. Ooh, Katie Seagal. Peggy Bundy. Peggy Bundy. Katie Seagal. Mako Ishino. Who's that one? I've never heard of her. I forgot her name. Hey, Killmonger is the best human non-alien villain of the MCU. Killmonger? Let me look at let's actually rank this by villain. Malekith is a great villain in the comics. They wasted him. Abomination? Yeah, they screwed up with Abomination too. Loki? Guardians? Ego? Darren Cross? Whiplash? Ivan Drago? Ivan and Justin Hammer? No. Ultron? No. Obadiah Stane? No. Vulture was a good villain. Nah, but yeah, Killmonger's still better than Vulture. The Red Skull. Loki again. Caecilius sucks, but Dormammu's pretty cool. What's his face? Plan Man. Helmet Zemo. Yeah, Helmet Zemo. Hela Inserter, and also the Master. Who's the villain in this? Ronan the Accuser? Like, Shield itself? Yo, the villains suck! The MCU villains are really bad! Like, yeah, you know what? Killmonger, I'm right there with you. Killmonger's the best one. Zemo, Baron Zemo. Wasn't it Helmet Zemo? Black Panther is incredible. Case closed. Yep, Malekith is incredibly forgettable. Phase 1 villains. Ugh. Vulture is great. Yeah, Zemo. They suck, but we didn't get to the GOAT yet. I know. Okay, stretch. Thank you, Tolord. Something, Malcolm. They suck. Okay, here we go. You already know. Is this even up for debate? Infinity War, in my opinion, is the best comic book movie to date. It is the best one. In so many degrees, it is the best one. It was able to juggle 60 characters in a great way. Of course, there's characters who didn't really get that much play. I point towards Bucky. Bucky didn't do much in this movie, but hey, who cares? They actually made Mantis interesting, because I joked, how is Mantis going to do anything while fighting Thanos? And guess what? They found a way to make Mantis useful. Comic and made it great. I agree with what Arson just said. Same with Kingsman, the Secret Service. The comic book sucks, but I love the movie. That's why Killmonger... also, well, the Wanted comics are kind of weird territory for me, where I like something about the comics that the movies never implemented, because the comics are like a completely different beast. Facts. The museum scene is dope in so many layers. That's what... Yo, you know one cool thing that Black Panther could have done? Johnny actually said this again. Johnny's really smart. Johnny's a really smart guy. Johnny said to me, he's like, why didn't Killmonger wear the mask that he stole at the beginning of the movie when he fought T'Challa? And I said, that would have made a lot of sense. And Johnny's like, yeah, because then it would be two different perspectives. One is wearing a mask that was stolen by his people, you know, Killmonger, the guy who lost his father to T'Challa, while T'Challa's wearing a mask that he inherited. You know, the family that killed Killmonger's dad. So that actually would have added even more layers to that fight scene, but they just have the mask and then he just doesn't wear it. Stupid. Like, actually stupid. Why even have the mask? Really weird that they didn't do that. First time I saw it, Thanos, bro, incredible. For me, Infinity War is the best. The script is incredibly well written. I hear the Kingsman 2 is bad. Kingsman 2 is very, like, forgettable. It's like nothing. It's like sand. But, like, the first one's good. I really like the first one. All the different takes here, but we all agree Infinity War is the best. That's hilarious. Biding my time till I drop a bomb here soon. Oh, also, I sent you a pic of Mako Ishino on Discord? Okay. Dropping a bomb, eh? What do you mean? I'm gonna pull her up. Hang on. I'm gonna pull her up. Thanos quotes are the best. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Dang. Don't mind the other things we were looking at. I don't care who your fave villain is, dude. Thanos in Infinity War is great. Yeah, in Infinity War he's great. Over 60. Dang, woman. Man. Alright. We not gonna talk about Guardian of the Galaxy, Tony and Spidey scene in Titan? That was a great scene. I think it's interesting that because Spider-Man's name is Peter and because Star-Lord's name is Peter, they get around that by calling them by their last name. Even that little detail is interesting, because they must have told each other what their names are, right? So it's like, Quill! It's like, Parker, come help me with this. Be funny. Peter! Yeah? Both of them turn? What's going on in that chat? Nothing. We were sharing pictures of our favorite Persona 5 character. We not gonna talk about, okay, over 60. Who is master? I don't know. Jesus? Oh yeah. Which master do you serve? Which master do I serve? I don't know. What am I supposed to say? Jesus? And there's like, Jesus, you're from Earth. I'm not from Earth, I'm from Missouri. Missouri is Earth. Yeah, man. I actually, that scene is actually really funny. Right before when they fight, it's like, yeah, you shoot my guy, I'll shoot your guy. Come on, do it. Do it, Quill! I can take it! Do it, Quill! I can take it. Where's Gamora? I'll do you one better. Who's Gamora? I'll do you one better. Why's Gamora? Oh my gosh. Mr. Stark, it smells like a new car in here. Woo! Infinity War was good, man. Infinity War was good. I still say Winter Soldier's the better movie, but Infinity War, it's up there. Anyway, you guys ready to move on? What's next? Ant-Man and the Wasp? Alright. I actually don't know. No. The villain. I actually like the villain in this one. Ant-Man and the Wasp, the only reason it's not here is because of Ghost. Ghost is one of my favorite MCU villains, and it's a shame that they don't do much with her, but she's cool. Infinity War, very important to NOTR. What? I don't know if she took the pick when she was 60, but the last thing I saw her, she was like 57. Still an absolute cutie. There really is nothing bad in this movie. Captain Marvel, they just wanted to use Marvel. Why is Gamora? LOL, LMAO, all the jokes, but then they could flip to seriousness so well. I love it. Goated film, bro. Let's remember, Quill is a dude. This is, man. You know what I think is weird? Okay, well, in this movie, Star-Lord goes back to Earth and he says nothing about it. Oof. Man, thinking about Infinity War makes me sad that everything about that was boo. I guess we can move on. Thor is like an angel mixed with a pirate. Drax is the best in Infinity War. I wish Drax made a sacrifice in Infinity War. You know where Thor holds the star? Should have been someone else so they could die. Drax was the only other person there. That would have been interesting. But you can't kill off your character who's supposed to be in your sequel movie in the MCU, right? No one's ever really gone. Anyway, that's just a problem with this whole movie series. No one's ever really gone. Anyway, Ant-Man and the Wasp, there's no argument here, right? Okay, let me just talk real quick about the villain. Captain Marvel's not next. No, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me talk about the villain real quick. Ghost. Ghost was interesting because in the comics, Ghost is an Iron Man villain. So I was worried at first, but Ghost can phase through walls, hence the name Ghost. I thought it was cool how they related it to Pym particles, which is neat because for the first time we see the Pym particles do something other than shrink and grow. They can actually phase through. But then what I thought was weird is that, oh, no. The suit isn't what's giving Ghost powers. The suit makes Ghost control her powers. Kind of like Surge from X-Men, which is like a spin-off X-Men series. Surge is a lightning being, but the only way that she's able to control her powers is by wearing these giant gauntlets. And I like that idea that Ghost has to wear the costume in order to control her power. The only reason she's fighting the bad guys is because she needs Pym particles to stabilize her disorder, her like disability. The thing that's trying to evaporate her, because if she takes the suit off, she'll phase out of existence. And I'm like, that's a sympathetic villain. It's like, yeah, man, I'm killing all these people because I don't want to die. And it's like, huh. Not a lot of villains like that in the MCU, and no one talks about her. No one talks about Ghost. But I always really liked her motivation. It makes sense. You understand why she's doing what she's doing. And you understand why she's so good at fighting. Like, she was trained by S.H.I.E.L.D. to be a weapon, which that's all S.H.I.E.L.D. is, right? That is the problem with comics. No one's ever really dies in comic books. I know, right? We meant after we thought you placed it already. Oh, gotcha. Hang on, Jay. You like Ant-Man 1 better? I do. I do prefer Ant-Man 1. If you thought this movie was for 8-year-olds, Ant-Man 1, Ant-Man 2 is for 5-year-olds. Like, jeez. But the villain was really cool. The villain was cool in Ant-Man and the Wasp. And, like, again, no one talks about the villain. No one talks about the antagonist of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Even though that's the best thing about the movie. Okay, Captain Marvel. Oh my gosh. I don't know where to put this one. I'm not sexist. If I was sexist, I would have put her under Thor: The Dark World. This movie, I saw this movie with Leslie, Shamika, Shanita, Chelsea, and I think Hannah. 5 women. 5 women. And Johnny was there too, but like there were girls with us, right? 5 girls. 5 girls saw this movie with us. And they all hated it. They all thought the movie sucked. All 5 of them. And it's like, Brie Larson, shut your trap. Just because, oh, this is a movie for girls. It's like, well, you still gotta make a good movie. Girls aren't stupid, Brie Larson. They'll know when your movie's bad. Gosh. When we doing DC movies tier list? You want to do that one next? We can do that one next, bro. We'll do that next. C behind Spidey. Yo, it's D. This one's bad, bro. D tier, don't at me. Literally, Captain Marvel sucks. I have never rewatched this movie. It's D for Dogwater writing. She has no freaking character. She literally doesn't. Verse, you gotta watch your temper, Verse. Watch your temper. What temper? What temper, bro? What temper are you talking about? Control your anger, Verse. Man, shut up. Control my anger. Yeah, F this movie. Okay. Oh, here's a actual hard one. Endgame. There we go. Look, D means it needs some work. There's not, I wouldn't say, honestly, these are like the failures, really. They are. Like, I should rename DF or something. Can I do that? Oh, whoops. Why is there no D? Doesn't matter. These movies really... I'll turn it back to D. I'll turn it back to D. Just because it looks weird to me. Okay, oh my gosh, everyone is talking now. Okay, hang on. Watched it once, never again. Okay, this one, S. Make a new tier below D, S. The big one, trash. Then put it there. Mid. Straight in the trash. Yeah, right? Arson, you're funny. Based. Dang, B, but at the bottom. Yeah, based. Low B. Endgame is low B for me. It's just a crossover movie, so I actually think that's the perfect spot to put it in. Yeah, straight in the garbage. It's everything bad with the MCU. Wait, what is it? Are you talking about Endgame, bro? Are you talking about Endgame? No D? Because D's already in your mouth. Oh, stop. Endgame is way too long, and it acts like it's a masterpiece. Yeah, with great last hour. Someone's raiding, bro? Oh, snap. Dilly dally shilly shally. Okay, thank you for coming to the raid. We're doing a tier list of whatever the heck this is. Marvel movies? I don't even know anymore. Are any of my friends streaming? Oh, snap. Yeah, one of them is. Yo, Vader is here, by the way. Vader's smart today. Vader's like, nah, let me not bother this brother. Thank you for raiding, dude. Much appreciated, Swift. What's up, game? It also screws up Thanos. I agree with Marcus. The third act was actually not that bad. Thanos sucks in this movie. Spider-Man time. The old. Hey! We're not done. We're not done talking. We're not done talking about why I put Endgame here. Okay, you want to know the biggest problem I have with Endgame? Why is there a time skip? Why is there a time skip in this movie? 5 years later. Why is there a time skip? Because all that happens is Thor loses his confidence, Tony Stark has a family, Captain America has like a support group, Hulk learns how to be Hulk. You know what would have been cool? If we saw that. You know, if we saw that happen, and then have Ant-Man come show up in that time, and then have them time travel after they've lost. Yeah. God. F tier, straight in the garbage. There's so many things I really don't like about Endgame. But that ending, though, the whole third act, in my opinion, is why it's on B. Thanos sucks in this movie. Yeah, everyone acts like a moron. What's up, bro? Hey, gamer. I get it. Time travel makes no sense in the movie, but I cried at the end every time. It's because you're a wussy, Igor. Igor, what you crying about, bro? I love how I went to work that day, right? Because I was working at the military place at the time. And I love how everyone who saw the movie was like, oh, I really teared up at the end. I'm like, and like, did you tear up? I'm like, no. They're like, why not? I'm like, because the movie didn't earn that, right? My nostalgia for the previous movies is probably what would make me tear up. But the fact of the matter is, I sat through 2 hours of nothing just to get to that. I'm not gonna cry. You have to, like, Logan made me cry. Logan made me cry. I've said this, this has gone on record before. Logan made me cry. Because they built up to that. This movie did not build up to that. The other movies built up to it, but the movie by itself did not. It felt unearned. It felt like the movie was relying so heavily on what you knew previously. Literally, they have, you know, Tony Stark has a heart from the first movie. And it's like, yeah, I get it. I get that you want me to have some sort of emotional investment in this, but the problem is, you did not build up to that. They didn't earn it. They didn't earn that for me. They didn't earn it. We all knew that Tony would go away. Yes, but honestly, I didn't think he was gonna die. I didn't think he was gonna die. That actually surprised me. I was like, bro, they couldn't pay him enough. When Doctor Strange does this, I remember turning to Marcus and like, bro, he's gonna take 1 stone. And then it's like, oh wait, bro, he took all the stones. That blew my mind, bro. That blew my mind. Overcomplicated time travel. Yo, real talk, I don't even care about the time travel stuff. That, I don't even care. I'm willing to suspend my disbelief with all that. I don't care about that. My problem is that half the movie isn't that. Half the movie's just depressing. Just it's like, why was there a time skip? That's my biggest problem with this movie. Why was there a 5-year time skip? Tony's sacrifice is so sad. It is, and it's done very well, too. Wussy. We all knew that Tony would go. Because I love comic books and have been watching this BS since I was a kid. I was too, Igor. I'm not that much older than you, dear. Jay, I was 19 when I watched. Remember, I'm still a kid. Let me be. Let me be. When I was 19, I didn't cry in movie. Anyway, I'm kidding, bro. What was the name of Joel? Boomer Joel? That's the problem with this generation. Anyway. Me then, I wish Captain America so Scream Assemble. Yeah. I'm with Igor here. Final Fantasy 14 made me cry. This movie did not earn it. Thank you, Arson. I'm glad like someone else understands what I mean by this movie didn't earn it. The other movies make you feel emotional, but this movie on its own does not earn that ending. It doesn't earn any emotion from me. This generation. Oh wait, let me correct myself. I was 18 when I watched it. I was even younger. Were you a crybaby then too? I'm kidding, Igor. Igor, you know. Igor, bro, you know I'm playing. Igor, you know I'm playing. I was exhausted by the time the third act happened. Yeah, man, look, man, there's games that have moved me more than this movie by itself. Like, there are games that have moved me more. Anyway, here's the last one. Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man Far From Good. If I could put this on top of Age of Ultron, I would. But I'll put it before Age of Ultron. No, actually, the jokes are really bad in this movie. The jokes are really bad in this movie. Yeah, but that's where I put that one. Yep. Paste. Far From Home. Yeah. Hey, yo, you want to watch a Spider-Man movie where, like, you know, it's all about Iron Man? Literally the whole movie is about Iron Man? F this movie, bro. F this movie. It's a C or a B in enjoyment sense, but it's a D in terms of what it does to Spider-Man. Better than Age of Ultron still. The reason why it goes lower is because the jokes. I hated the jokes in this movie. Oh, it's Night Monkey. I wanted to punch the person sitting next to me when that came up. Because they thought it was so funny. I'm like, oh, it's Night Monkey. I'm like, you 36-year-old man, why are you laughing at this joke? That's not funny. And that's the current end of the tier list. Nah, I say better than Age of Ultron. Nah, fam. Peter Tingle. There you go. There are so many dumb jokes in this movie. That's why I lowered it. It was there, but I lowered it. Ah! I hate this movie so much. Are you describing Homecoming again? They're very similar. They're very similar. No, Night Monkey is Far From Home. Homecoming didn't have that stupid jokes. Homecoming had some funny jokes. This movie was just Ant-Man levels of stupid, but like it was still a better movie overall. Jake Gyllenhaal was also great. I love Jake Gyllenhaal. He's a great actor. I was happy to see Jake Gyllenhaal in an MCU movie. It sucks that it's this one. I was watching, okay, that was in Homecoming. I thought that joke was funny because Hannah, the theater that Hannah saw that movie in, Homecoming, the porn line happened where Ned says, I was watching porn. And a kid in Hannah's theater said, Mommy, what's porn? And anytime I hear that joke, that's all I think of. We still have Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Spidey 3 to add eventually. Yeah, eventually. DCEU, the jokes, man, the jokes. I just hope No Way Home is better. I don't even care anymore. Like, that's the thing about the Spider-Man movies. It's like, alright. Nah, I liked that joke. I liked it too. OMG, no way. Based kid. Yep. That kid was probably 8, according to Hannah. DCEU time? Yeah, this is my tier list now. This is my tier list. Okay. Let me go back. Let's see if they already have a preset one. Animated Disney Star Wars. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.